Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. I was perusing AliExpress, which is basically my heroin. I shouldn't do it because I spend too much money there, but I found these. I've got quite a few of these different things. Oh, it's a headlamp, and it was cheap enough, and I'll put prices up here. You can get them in 3 bands, or you can get them in just 1, and I think there was a 2 version as well. I bought some 1 band and some 3 band, and we're just going to give them a little review. Before I bought them, when I bought them, I wasn't aware, but they've actually got a setting where you can just put your hand by your head and it will automatically turn on and turn off again. So I think that's really cool. You know, if you're out and you've got dirty hands or whatever, you don't have to turn anything on or off. You just, and it turns it on. So I'll do a review of these and we'll see how they are. The one thing is, because they're cheap, what's their quality like the build quality, and what's their battery life like. There'll be the 2 things that I'd be most, shocked if they're very good. Before I get on, I'd just like to thank Darren, my Patreon. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate you sticking around for the channel. I've had some really good Patrons in the past, but with the state of the world and the amount of price rises and stuff, I'm down to 1 now, but dude, I really appreciate everything you've done. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, so here they are, and I actually bought 6 of them. Just because, and as I say, I bought 3 LED strips of them and 1 LED strips. My goodness, I need to put my teeth back in. But these are not great. Like this one, it's already coming away here. I can't imagine that's very waterproof, and that was before I'd even got it out the box. There's another one that's even worse than that, which I'm sure we'll find. But let's open them all up, and I'll show you all of them. They come with just the thing, a tiny little booklet that is all in Chinese, and a extremely small charging cable. I'm not sure if any of the charging cables survived because I've had these out a few times. No, they've all gone to, to a happier place. Let's have a look. Which one was the worst? Where they've been packaged, they've been sort of like this. So all of the stress was on these bits. So a few of them are not great. I'm just trying to find out which ones, because they stick back down for a bit and then they pop back up again. But it's, that was number 1. That's number 1 problem. There's a lot of problems with these. They're very comfortable. So if we talk about the positives first, they are pretty comfortable. The elastic on them is actually quite nice feel for the head, and this bit here it's not just like a plastic. They've stuck something on it. Oh, look how easy that is to pull apart. So this bit here is actually a soft sort of material that was quite comfortable. So yeah, that's a positive. And the actual off and on signal handy wavy button thing works pretty well. So let's turn it on. We have 1 on. We have a lower light, off, main thing on, lower, and then back to it. And we can flick between all 3 of them, and then it's press and hold to flash, and then we're back to off. Now, when you turn it on, if you then press this button, it goes green, and that means every time you wave your hand across it, it turns on and off. This was a very good idea in theory. However, when you put your hood up, it turns itself on under your hood, and we didn't notice for a while, me and my boy. We were walking along for ages with these on under our hoods so they couldn't be seen. And then it was only when I sort of leant down a bit, it shined, and I realised it turned on. And that kept happening, whether it was our hood, whether it was walking past something. So they just kept turning on and off and on and so on. And it became quite problematic to the point where we were walking along and then it would just turn off because something had turned it on or off. And we'd have to then turn it back on again. So it was a bit of a pain, to be honest, like that. The light is very bright, and that was a good feature, and I thought it was quite when I first got them, I thought, oh, these are very, very good. But I'd already noticed the build quality was very, very poor. And I hadn't bought them for the actual on-off bit of the light. I didn't know that that was even a thing. However, the more I use them, the more I realise that these are designed as almost like a throwaway. They are rechargeable. They have a Type-C charger, and when I saw it was Type-C, I was like, oh, you know, this is going to be good. However, when you charge it, it lies to you, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. So the positives are it is very bright, and it, you know, it's multi-function and all that, and you can turn it on and off with your hand. Okay, and now I'm just going to show you this. This is something I noticed which was quite funny. You'll notice that we're nearly coming up on the 15-minute mark, and I've only just started the recording. And the reason I did that is because every 15 minutes it, like clockwork, turns on green as if it's fully charged. And I realised there's just a timing circuit in there. There's no charging circuit, because I can use it for, you know, an hour or 2 hours and it will still say in 15 minutes it's charged, or I can not use it at all and it will say it's charged. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how easy it is to, you know, set fire to your house by, you know, leaving these on charge, because I don't know what's going on inside. So I think we should have a look. I can't imagine we're going to need anything more than this to open it up. I assume I should be able to just pop everything out, to be honest with you, yeah. So this wire goes off down to the strips. Let's see if we can get the whole thing out all in one without breaking it. So let's start the dissection process. So yeah, I've just noticed something. It couldn't stick to the LEDs directly, so they had to have these little lines cut out of them so that that's where the thing could stick to. Okay, we nearly completely taken off, nearly. Okay, so that is what we have inside the head torch. It's quite nice laid out at this point, do you know what I mean? So that's why we kept having problems. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit more. This here is an infrared LED, and this is the receiver. So when something goes in front of it, it bounces the light back. So just like a remote control in a TV kind of thing. So that's why anything would set it off. It's a cheap way to do it, and it works. But, you know, our hoods would set it off. If we went too close to something, it would set it off. So it was a bit of a pain. What a diddy little LED. Okay. And I was under the impression it was an 18650 battery because of the size of the thing. But it's only a 1.5 volt AA battery. And that seemed to be stuck down better than anything else in the circuit. Okay, let's have a look. Soldering's awful. On the back, that is. So I wonder what the battery is charged up to at the moment. Okay, that's useful. I don't think it knows what it is. But they've done certain things you're just not supposed to do. They've soldered directly onto the battery, and they've left loads of flux and horrible stuff on this side. So you can tell it's been done quickly and cheaply, you know. But I'm a bit confused by the voltage on that. What we're going to do is we're going to plug it in. Okay, the LED is illuminated, saying it's charging. What's going on with the voltage? Apparently it's at 9 volts now. Right, I'm unplugging that immediately. That is hot. That was only a few seconds of charging and that is hot. Okay, so these are genuinely dangerous. Do not buy them. I've got a 3D printer coming soon and this might be ideal for in the 3D printer to be able to get a bit more light. And I can power it by something external or internal maybe. I've decided I'm going to be taking them all apart so they don't accidentally get turned on by someone else, like, or one of the kids doesn't come along and think, oh, I can use that. And I'm going to get them all down to their constituent parts, but also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this battery, plug this circuit back in and see how much power is getting chucked into that battery. So I actually think that is supposed to be an 18650 battery, but they cheaped out because that I'm almost sure will fit an 18650 battery perfectly. Yeah. So I reckon that was supposed to be an 18650 battery, but they cut corners because it's a lot cheaper to get a 1.5 volt or it's 3.7 volts. But even so, that went up to nearly 10 volts, I think. So let's have a look at what it's supposed to be pumping out and let's see what actual voltage this is once I've taken it off. Okay, let's start off by desoldering everything off the board. First thing I want to do with this now is I would like to plug it in and see what's coming through the actual charge circuit. How many volts? Okay, let's have a look at them. See, at 4.2, that's fine, but it keeps jumping. Do you see it? Every now and again it goes up to like 9 and stuff. Yeah, it's not stable at all. Okay, well, that's fun. I'm going to take apart all the other ones and I will get back to you once I'm done. Okay, so this is what I've been left with. I'm going to keep these cases because they are the perfect size for an 18650 battery, so I can come up with something to use them for anyway. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the batteries yet. I will do some tests and see if they charge, etc, etc. I got these nice little LED reflectors. I got 4 decent LEDs. They're 3031s. I'm going to keep these as well, these boards, because they are useful. I just don't know what for yet. And then I've got these LEDs, which, as I say, I'm probably going to put into a 3D printer I'm getting. It's quite dark inside, and this would be ideal. I'll wire these in. I might put them on some metal plate or something to keep them cooler, and then like glue them down with an epoxy. Possibly. I haven't decided. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But that is it. That's what's inside these. And as I say, I would not buy these. So steer clear if you see them. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to my patrons. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.